Okay, hey, I have a last one for today. Um, this is a vision that I received on April 7th, 2023. At 2:25, I saw these stage lights for like a spotlight. They were colorful. Ugh, they were colorful like neon colors. um 2:25 when I looked it up means truth, true, truly. Um Other definitions is objectively what is true in any matter under consideration, truly in truth, according to truth, of a truth in reality, in fact, certainly. What is true in things appertaining to God and the duties of man, moral and religious truth, in the greatest latitude, the true notions of God, which are open to human reason without his supernatural intervention. The first place I was led to was Mark chapter 5, verse 33. This is about the woman with the issue of blood for 12 years. So I'm going to go there. So, Mark chapter 5 in verse 33. This says, I'm going to start at verse 25. It says, "And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, and had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing better, but rather grew worse, when she had heard of Jesus, came in the press behind, and touched his garment. For she said, If I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, turned him about in the press, and said, Who touched my clothes? And his disciples said unto him, Thou seest the multitude thronging thee, and saying, Thou, who touched me? And he looked round about to see her that had done this thing. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what was done in her, came and fell down before him, and told him all the truth. And he said unto her, Daughter, thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace, and be whole of thy plague. While he I'm going to stop there. Okay, the next place was John chapter 3:21, and this is about the new birth. Um, let's see. John chapter 3, verse 21. And when Jesus was passed over again by ship into the other side, much people gathered unto him, and he was nigh to the sea. Wait a minute, that's the wrong place. Okay. John chapter 3, verse 21. Sorry. Okay. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in God. Okay. The next place is Joel, and it's 2:25, and I'm going to read chapter 2, verse 18 through 27. This is about restoration, deliverance promised. Um, so Joel chapter 2, verse 18 is where I'm going to start at. It says, Then will the Lord be jealous for his land and pity his people. Yeah, the Lord will answer and say unto his people, Behold, I will send you corn and wine and oil, and ye shall be satisfied therewith. And I will no more make you a reproach among the heathen, but I will remove far off from you the northern army, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea. And his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he have done great things. Fear not, O land. Be glad and rejoice, for the Lord will do great things. Be not afraid, ye beasts of the field, for the pastures of the wilderness do spring, for the tree beareth her fruit. The fig tree and the vine do yield their strength. Be glad then, ye children of Zion, and rejoice in the Lord your God, for he hath given you the former rain moderately, and he will cause to come down for you the rain, the former rain and the latter rain in the first month. And the floors shall be full of wheat, and the fat shall overflow with wine and oil. And I will restore to you the years that the locust hath eaten, the cankerworm and the caterpillar and the palmer worm, my great army which I sent among you. And ye shall eat in plenty and be satisfied, and praise the name of the Lord your God, that have dealt wondrously with you. And my people shall never be ashamed. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. With this vision, the Lord is sending the former and latter rain in the first month, which biblically would be April right now. So this month, because this is the month that Passover took place, and Passover takes place in the first month. And so this is about restoration and the spotlight being on you for testimony for those who have been robbed of the years in their health, finances, circumstance, their marriages, their relationships, everything that the enemy thought he stole. Okay, and that also was led to Isaiah chapter 60. Isaiah chapter 60, and I'm going to read verses 1 through 2. It says, Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. I'm going to read verse 3. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising. Okay, and I'm going to stop there. And so, yeah, basically, the spotlight. This is about the spotlight being on you, and, you know, for testimony, um, and for restoration and deliverance of the things that the Lord has promised to you. Um, yeah. And so this is a short word. I hope and I pray that this word has been edifying and that it administers grace to the hearers. And I will be back soon with more prophetic words or whatever the Lord leads me to share on here. So peace and goodbye and good night.